Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, March 14th. Also Perm for those celebrating. Hope you guys are having a good time and you're just being safe. Happy Perm to everybody. So we got a lot of news. Finally, we got a core update from Google. We got the Google March 2025 core update that's rolling out. Some big news on that. I'll get to that soon. Google's AI mode concerns. Talk about that as well. Google grew 22% year over year. AI search engines often get it wrong, according to a study. And a lot more news around search, ads, PPC, you name it. So definitely stay tuned. And of course, I'd like to thank our sponsor, SimilarWeb. SimilarWeb created an SEO benchmark report analyzing organic traffic of 10,000 websites across 10 different industries. This report helps brands understand what good really looks like. The key metrics include monthly visits, website engagement, and SERP metrics, including AI overview presence, zero-click searches, and organic difficulty. Also, some well-known SEOs helped with this report, including Barry Adams, Aleda Solis, Sophie Bannon, and Fabrizio Ballerinas. I linked to the report in the description below, so definitely take a look at it. It's completely free, and thanks to SimilarWeb for sponsoring. So we've all been waiting for this moment. The Google March 2025 core update is gone, it's released, it's out. It released on March 13th, around 12:30 Eastern in the afternoon. This update is, again, supposedly supposed to roll out over 2 weeks or so, which Google says for every core update. Sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it takes less. And Google said this is a regular core update. Specifically said this is a regular update designed to better surface relevant, satisfying content for searchers for all types of sites. Google added a second point around content creators saying, we also continue our work to surface more content from creators through a series of improvements throughout this year. Some have already happened, Google said. Additional ones will come later. Makes me believe that this core update is not going to actually have an impact around content creators around that. Google said before and more in the later. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. That was posted on LinkedIn. I was expecting more core updates. I'm surprised this is the first core update of 2025. Google said there would be more core updates more often. But again, the first one of 2025 happened in March, towards the end of, middle of March. And again, I have a lot of information about this core update on the Search Engine Roundtable, posted on Friday, February 14th. A lot of interesting stuff there. I posted some charts, I posted the chatter and so forth, so definitely take a look at that. I'm not going to go through it all in this video, but definitely take a look at that post that I posted on March 14th at seroundtable.com. Google also responded to some concerns around AI mode. The VP of Product, Robbie Stein at Google, went ahead and answered a question from Mike Fuda, who's basically said, how do you quell legitimate concerns from web publishers that you are scraping all their content and removing the incentive for users to click over to their site? Fair question. Worded very strongly, but fair question. Robbie Stein from Google said, the team is really focused on how we make it easy to click to sites. We have a lot of more UI updates coming that we showed in our announcement post. It's something that we hear from users that they want and core to how we're building AI mode. Goes on to answer more questions, but basically that's their statement. I don't know. I really don't know how much the click-through rate will improve with AI mode over that we saw that with AI overviews and with feature snippets and so forth. It's just it's an upsetting thing to see, and we hope it gets better and better. We will see. Rand Fishkin from Sparktober released some new data this week saying that 22%, well, actually 21.64% growth in Google searches year over year. That Google had almost 22% more searches in 2024 than it had in 2023. Pretty wild. And one other metric here is that Google received about 373 times as many searches as ChatGPT search got, which is pretty wild. So it makes you think like Google's pretty safe. You don't have to worry too much about that. So we'll see what happens with that. Another survey or study came out this week showing that AI search engines confidently often get it wrong, meaning, and the reports is from the Columbia Journalism Review, which basically say that OpenAI's ChatGPT search, Perplexity, DeepSeek search, Microsoft Copilot, Grok from X, and Google's Gemini just get it wrong way too often. Some do it better than others, but about 60% of the queries were answered incorrectly across all of them. Perplexity is the best at only 37% queries being answered incorrectly. Grok had the highest rate of 94% of queries being answered incorrectly. Most of them don't listen to robots exclusion protocols. Google does. And often when they actually cite links and citations and so forth, they often link to stuff that makes no sense or a 404 or whatever. So it's pretty embarrassing in terms of those types of results there, in terms of these AI search engines. So again, take it for what you want. This is a report from the Columbia Journalism Review, so it is what it is, but it is interesting to see that. John Mueller said the hotlink protection carve out specifically for search engines are okay. It's not cloaking. It's just perfectly fine, although most people don't do that these years. Ads will probably be coming to AI mode soon. A statement from Adweek from Google said Google's exploring bringing ads into AI mode, similar to what they did from the leveraging the learnings from AI overviews. So we'll see what happens with that, but it's not a surprise that Google will want to monetize AI mode. Google's testing this expandable shopping ad carousel. This is spotted by Arpan Banerjee, who basically showed this video of the carousels and expanding and so forth. It's pretty wild. It's pretty interesting, so keep an eye for that. Google also has these labels that say price at checkout. This is spotted by Arpan as well, and also posted on Adrian Decker, who basically showed this price at checkout in the shopping things, basically showing this is the price that you get at checkout as opposed to what the price may be shown on the actual product page, which is useful to see. Google updated its ad review process help documentation to clarify that it does use both AI methods and human evaluators to go ahead and enforce and detect policy violations around removing ads, assets, destinations, and accounts, and other content issues around Google policies. So it does use AI and human evaluations for that, and that's just made clearer there. Google has updated its PMax negative keywords system to support up to 10,000 negative keywords or keywords in that space. It used to be just 100 negative keywords. Now it's up to 10,000. That's an example of Google listening to advertisers and changing there. Google has released Google Ads Editor version 2.9. It's now out with a bunch of new features there, so definitely take a look at that. Advertisers has spotted again Google Ads Search Max in the wild again. This lets you build AI campaigns, keywords, headlines, descriptions, landing pages, and so forth. It's a new campaign setting, I think. It does a bunch of cool things there. Here's a screenshot of that feature. This was spotted by Jerome Fleck. Nice find there. Google Ads is now suggesting implementing an experiment when you dismiss a recommendation. So if Google gives you a recommendation in Google Ads and you say dismiss, Google may go ahead and say, hey, here's an experiment, maybe just try it as an experiment and so forth. This is spotted by Govind Panwar. Nice find there. Google has sent out an email about Google Tag Manager changes, specifically saying that Google Tag Manager will send events before loading the Google tag, and Google calls this a small change that will not harm measurement performance. It says, currently your Google Tag Manager container sends events before loading a Google tag. Starting on April 10th, 2025, containers with Google Ads and Floodlight tags will automatically load a Google tag before sending the events. Some advertisers are skeptical about what this really does, but again, that's what Google said. Google is testing knowledge panels with expandable place maps. Here's a screenshot of that. This is spotted by Kashul over there, and it is interesting because I think this might be a DMA, a Digital Markets Act feature, but anyway, that's that. Also, Google is testing a quiz feature, which we saw for a while, but now it's called as Get Tailored Recommendations. This is spotted by Broly Clark, who posted on SERP Notes. And it has like Get Tailored Recommendations. You go through a quiz process to get more recommendations in Google search, which is super weird, but it is there. And also Bing is testing a new interface for Copilot Answers. This new Copilot Answer interface is more linear, more paragraph approach as opposed to boxy. This is spotted by Sachin Patel. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recaps. Again, similar web, check them out, and also check out that SEO benchmark report in the description below. Everyone have a great, safe weekend. I hope you guys do well with the March core update, and happy Purim to those celebrating. Bye-bye.